Tonight?
Yeah, Lena Solmark will be starting tonight.
Senators have played a lot of tight games lately. What have you seen from them as well?
Yeah, I mean they have had a really good record in the last 10. I think they're the same as we are, and they've definitely improved as a group. You can see the coaching coming through. Watching especially their last 3 games, we see better habits in their execution, and we're expecting a really tight game tonight. They're dangerous, a hard-working team with a lot of strong individual players. So yeah, no, it's going to be in there, and they're very strong at home. So lots of factors that, we're going to need our A game tonight for sure.
I'm sure this will be a much-needed break for you guys after today. But how do you maintain the focus, going into a game like this?
By not listening to anybody ask me about the break. No, it's really important that it's a good question, because we're all feeling that opportunity. And your families are pulling you in that direction, of course. So that's the human side of it, but Ottawa has that too. So I think the key for us here, beginning with this morning's session that we had, is to just, as we have been doing all year, is just making that picture really small, and taking care of our next task, whatever that is. The next shift, the next period, and so on, and just build a game here tonight. But I feel a hunger in the group to build on the LA game. I thought it was one that gave us a lot of energy, and again, division rival like this, it's a lot of fun to have this one here tonight.
How important is it to have Miles on top of the video for the scouting ahead of this,
Yeah.
considering how well Ottawa's played?
Yeah, no, Miles Fee does an excellent job. We looked at Philly, Tampa, and Nashville here, and he goes further back if we don't see enough that's maybe relevant to what's important for us. We also look at our last game against Ottawa, so there's a lot of clips, a lot of video, and he splits it up in exactly the language that we as coaches like to look at. And we spent last night and this morning going over and condensing it to give the players quality that hopefully gives them a few things to grab onto. I mean, in the end, we all know it's still about consistency within the game we want to play, whether at home or on the road. We don't have a big change in game plan. That's no secret. But you need to adjust to the nuances of Ottawa and some of their characteristics. And what Miles Fee does is help us set up for those few percentage points that hopefully tip it our way.
You've kind of gone with 3 lines late in the game to hold a lead a few different times this season. Where's that strategy come from? What kind of leads you to do that?
Yeah, no, it's generally just a gut feeling. I think in the LA game we felt a little flat going into that second period, and sometimes when you increase the ice time of an entire group, it's less against the players that aren't playing anymore, or for the players that you feel might carry it. And I have to be really honest with you. It's not. There's games where you feel we need to roll everybody to keep it at that pace, and there's games where you feel the guys need more minutes to get into the game, and that was that feeling against LA. So it's a very spontaneous gut decision.
Building off of something you talked about yesterday, just the relationship with Rochester.
Yes.
Is that something that you realized in Edmonton that was really important, to have your AHL affiliate just be on the same page? I guess what really led to, I know the symposium at the beginning of the season to get everybody heading in the right direction?
Well, I think it goes much deeper than what I experienced in Edmonton. It's making friends with people like Steve Yzerman, and somebody who really is a fan of developing through the drafting and through the minor league program. Bots is a big fan of that too, and we're just trying to find out the best pathway. But the number one way to do that is that your principles, concepts, and strategies are aligned, and then the pathway to get there and the way we want to treat people, that's aligned. And we are 100% aligned with Rochester. I think the players can come up here and they'll feel the same core atmosphere. We are as professionally set up in Rochester as we can be in the American League, and then the messaging that goes from that to the players, the way we run practices in both situations where Rochester has more developmental opportunities, and finally the language we're using, and the things that we're finding important for us to build our game, and all of those things are aligned, which helps us a lot.
How do you feel about face-offs? I know analytics
Yeah.
sometimes disagree that they
Yeah.
don't really have a lot of rules. This team's not very good with them.
Yes.
Is there a place in between for that sort of analysis as well?
Yeah, I mean, we're here and there. We have either inexperienced NHL centermen and or people playing center that aren't naturally there. So face-offs is something where we have a huge opportunity still in the future. whether it's improving personnel we have or working guys into that role. The face-off still also, just like power play, penalty killing, and everything, belong to the group. I think that everybody can help out, and there is, through good winger work, opportunity to win more draws, and we're working on that. I think that how much we exactly adjust or change or look for trick plays relative to other teams, I can't really answer that question because I don't see behind. I haven't been in that many NHL teams, but for us it's important that just like in our 5-on-5 game, that we have certain principles that give us a higher chance of, first of all, when we win, using that opportunity, and if we lose them, also stalling the opposition out of the loss that we have. So there's a lot of things there, but it's an area of growth for sure for us.
Do you plan on going with 7 defensemen tonight? So
we're looking at the bodies here today, and we'll make that call again tonight. But we've got 12 and 8 here, and let's make that a game time.
Players seem to be scoring in a lot of different ways right now. Is there any key to slowing down a guy that hot?
Who's? Yeah. Really broken 20 goals now. I mean, he's definitely a goal-scoring threat that we're aware of. But we we usually take care of our defense by committee, and I think that's important. And eliminate their time in our zone, and it'll be difficult for him to score. Eliminate the chances on the rush against them. They're really dangerous on the rush. They throw a lot at you, and we're going to be aware of everybody in those situations. But yeah, he's definitely been a big threat lately.